Wild Time here with another World of Warcraft video. Today we're going to be talking about an enchanting shuffle that's going to make you very, very decent and consistent gold. Before we do that though, don't forget to check out goldcapped.com. There's a lot of good gold guides over there as well as a members only Discord access. There's a link in the description down below as well as a discount code. Don't forget, if you want to support this channel, you can leave a super thanks or sign up to be a member. Okay, so the war within has been a little bit strange with enchanting. We haven't had your normal craft items and then disenchant and get regents and then sell them for gold. What we've had is this weird kind of spot where we could disenchant items and sell them for gold, but you couldn't really, it was hard to like craft them, right? Because they had to be green items. So up until a little while ago, when this new spell was added, which is called Gleaming Shatter, which allows you to turn one Gleaming Shard into 3 Storm Dust, the only way really to get Storm Dust consistently was to disenchant green items. Now, the problem with that is a lot of different items that you craft are not green, like the profession items are. So there was a thing with blacksmithing hammers that you could, do those for 1 core alloy, send them over to your disenchant, or leave it on the same character via disenchanting, disenchant, and then get your storm dust. But a lot of the items that you're making that are gear are all blue, which would give you these gleaming shards, which were absolutely worthless. So the gleaming shards were like 5, 6 gold, and the storm dust was like 2, 3, 400 gold. With the introduction of this new spell, though, look what's happened. Now the gleaming shards are like 200, 400, 200, and the storm dust is like under 100 gold. So they've flopped, right? So this is good though, because we can now go back and do the regular crafting that we have. For example, I'll give you some numbers here, and then I'll let you know what the craft is. I am a tailor in disenchanting. Pretty common, right? So the craft is we are making these Pioneers Perfected Cloaks. We're doing that because they take 2 Weaver Cloth Bolt, and a lot of other things take 3, which is important because that's going to be a big difference. You could also do others that take 2, like the Mantle or whatever, but these give you a little bit more, the cord or the cloak. So we got the cloak here, and we craft the cloak, and then we disenchant it, and you get storm dust, or not storm dust, but gleaming shards, and a few other things if you have your spec tree specced out for it. And then you sell those. That's it. You're making perfected cloaks, you're disenchanting them, and then you're selling the mats. Now, I did a few samples of this, and I did find that it wasn't really worth it to get like the higher rank cloth to make the higher rank cloaks. So, for example, let's just look at the cost of these right now. Weaver Cloth Bolt, rank 1 is 124, rank 2 is 125, rank 3 is 129. Right now, there's not a huge difference in these. So I just went with whatever the cheapest one was. The ones that I crafted were rank 2, and they were like 123 each. I did a sample, about 100 of them for 12,299 gold. With my setup here, I actually was able to craft 52 of them instead of 50. And out of that, I got 21 rank 1 gleaming shards, 14 rank 3 gleaming shards, 28 rank 2, and then I also got some storm charged leather, a couple spools of weaver thread, and then some myco blue. Now all of this right here that I disenchanted, this is going to sell right now, current prices, for 14,225. And then you have to take your 5% from that, which is going to leave me over a profit of about 2,000 gold, which is not too bad, which is going to leave me about 1,300 gold. Now, that doesn't sound amazing, and I would agree with you, but the thing you have to watch is that this is all, like, I didn't have to farm anything or anything like that. Bought it from the auction house, crafted it, disenchanted it, sold it. So it does take time, and this is going to change based on, the cost of materials, how much resourcefulness you have, and that kind of stuff. So depending on how you have your build set up and depending on what the current prices are, this could skyrocket or tank, right? Same as it's always been. My setup, well, my setup isn't set up for this really because I went from dawn until dusk, which is now actually losing gold. So if I would do this again for this, I would come into here into textile treasures and I would spec out into the resourcefulness tree and the multi-craft tree after that. So that's what I would do for tailoring. And then enchanting, you are going to want to have to go to designated disenchanter, max this out, and then max out your blue ring here, the rare resourcing. So if you're doing this on an alt, this isn't going to take long at all to set up because you could get all these points like within the week pretty easily. So that's the shuffle there. Buy the cloth, make something cheap, and disenchant it. And if you don't have tailoring, that's fine. Just find whatever else you have that's a blue craft and that's cheap. I'd keep it like under 200 gold if I could, and then spec out resourcefulness, craft them, disenchant. If you want to make sure that you are disenchanting as efficient as possible, then you're going to need to make a macro as well to do this. Macros are super easy to make. You hit escape, go into macros. You can make it general or specific. Create new, like this. Add an icon to it. And then this is what you're going to want to type in. /cast disenchant /use, and then whatever the name of what you're doing is. So right now, I want to do the Pioneer's Perfected Cloak. And if you watch, I don't even have to have my bags open or anything. I can just hit this keybind here, which is my macro, and then it's going to disenchant for me right there. And then you just spam that button, and it'll disenchant all of the things in your bags named that they can be disenchanted. Now, if you don't have anything that you put in there, like I put in there the Pioneer's Cloak, if I don't have any of those, all this button is going to do is click my disenchant, and then I can manually click on whatever I need to. So it's a one button macro that does a couple different things. It's going to really help you disenchant because as far as I know, there's nothing that you can like hit one button and disenchant everything. I think it's against their TOS. But anyway, that's how you do it. That's the shuffle. Let me know what you think. Have fun playing the game. And until next time, I'll catch you all later.